They were organizing my entire fabric collection, so please stick around and help me out. Hi friends, my name is Claire and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here, I make content about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. I almost forgot to mention that I put out videos a few times a week, so click the like and the share. I mean, there's podcasts, porch coffees, autism videos, everything you could want. This has been a project I've been waiting to do for a while because several months ago I broke the clothing rack in this closet behind me. So that had to get fixed. I finally emptied out my closet and fixed it. So now I can go through all of my fabric, put it back in this closet in a much more organized fashion. But first I'm going to show you me taking out all of the fabric from this closet because it was in there and I knew there was a lot. Did I know there was this much? Yes, but I'm okay with it. So here you go. So now that we've gone through and emptied out all of the fabric and gotten everything ready to go back inside, I'm going to go ahead and show you one by one every fabric that I have.
It's autism show and tell.
I'll try to talk a little bit about what I thought I would do with it, my plans for it, and then put it in the organizational system. Okay, these 3 rolls are really nice. This is just a roll of, I think it was probably supposed to be curtain liner that I purchased at that Joann's going out of business sale. I think I got it for $6.39, but it could have been cheaper. And I got this to make mock-ups before I cut into expensive fabric. I got this at the same sale, and I remember it being made of something silk. It is the blue version of some of the curtain shears that I made. I did a video on that if you're interested in watching me make my curtains. So that is this beautiful see-through blue fabric. I just thought that that would be so pretty as like a chemise or something for a Ren Fair costume. So, or a dress overlay. Guys, we have to go fast because there's a lot to get through and I don't want you to have to watch the world's longest video if you don't have to. This is super special. I found this at the thrift store. It's a roll of, oh my gosh, 1960s or 70s fabric. It is gorgeous. It's supposed to be upholstery. My dream is to turn it into like a little mod shift dress. How pretty is that? Look at the colors. Oh boy, oh boy. I got this at the Joann's going out of business sale as well. It's kind of this sheer burnt out fabric, but it's like got a good thickness to it. That's for a curtain. Here is the white version of that blue fabric I just showed. And I used this to make the shears in my office. I'm pointing at them like you can see them. But again, I made a video if you want to check that out. I don't know how much I have left here. It seems like it's a lot. I didn't even realize I had leftovers of this. So maybe what I could do is layer it with the blue and kind of make it a little thicker. Then this, I also got at that going out of business sale. And I got this on like the final day maybe. And I believe it was 90% off. It's 30 yards of sheer curtain fabric. So not only do I want to make curtains with it, but also wouldn't this be such a beautiful like chemise fabric for the Ren Fair? How beautiful would that be? And it was very, very affordable. I could never buy curtains for as cheap as I got this fabric. And then finally, for rolls of fabric, I just acquired this. I believe it's 3+ yards. Lovely. Like a traditional red and cream plaid check with a brown outline. I love this so much. My thought was to make like a little going on a picnic kind of dress. Not little. Little means short to a lot of people. I don't mean short. I just mean cute. Here we have some fabrics that I've used in projects before, but because I got it at the thrift store, I have a lot of extra and have plans to use it for other things. So this beautiful fabric came on a bolt. I don't know what it is. It seems like it might be some sort of cotton. It is a beautiful rust color brown, which is like my jam. I made my Ren Fair skirt with this, and it came out so pretty. And I'd love to make some more wearables with it. I have plenty. There's yards and yards. I need to figure out how to store this. This is another bolt I got thrifting. And I used this fabric to line a skirt that I made, the button front skirt. Gray and blue gingham check. Here's probably maybe 2 yards of black velvet that I thrifted. I used this for the backdrop of my hat launch for Halloween with some like fake spider webs. So maybe in the future I will use it for something for Halloween. Something a little more dark, mysterious. This is a beautiful piece of fabric that I thrifted. It's a really high-end upholstery fabric. It has like a linen kind of feeling backdrop, maybe even canvas, and then on top is like a chenille print. So pretty, and I thought I could use that to make some sort of curtain, not curtains, what am I saying, pillows or covers or whatever. But as you can see, it's like cut in an L because somebody else already made a pillow with it probably. Here we have a beautiful big piece of dark blue denim that I got at that going out of business sale at Joann. And I can't remember how much it is, maybe 3 yards. And I found it hidden in the wrong section. Maybe somebody else was gonna get it, but I got a really good deal on this, so I can't wait to make something jeans. I was thinking like a pair of overalls. This is very special to me. My friends and I went out to go get fabric at a fabric warehouse store, and this is what I picked out. It is, oh gosh, maybe 4 to 6 yards. And it's this woven cotton. And you know I'm gonna make the cutest summer dress out of this. That's the goal. I love things where the print is not just printed on, and it's this cute little roses print. Moving right along, another thrifted plaid. I have a lot of plaid in my collection, and it's because I love plaid. Here is like a vintage mini micro plaid, maybe you call it. It is so pretty. It's like woven stripes. As I mentioned, I love when the print is woven in and not printed in. So if I see fabric like that, I usually pick it up. Pointing case. Another woven fabric that I thought would look really pretty as a shirt. So I thought this a dress, this a shirt. I recently picked this up on clearance at a Hobby Lobby. And it's like a ditzy floral. Very 90s to me. It's a lightweight fabric, perfect for the summer. And as soon as I saw it, I thought I want to dress out of that fabric. This one's like one of the top of my minds to make this first. It feels like it's going to be so cooling and nice. This is just a really thick piece, maybe 3 yards of like a really thick like bridal satin. It could be silk, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure you're going to get the sheen on it, but it feels amazing. It's very thick. Ooh, this is one of my favorite vintage plaids. If I see a vintage plaid, I will normally pick it up. Look at this. How could I say no to this? Look at how bananas is that it's like an acid wash green and purple and blue. Probably enough to make like a skirt or something. Skirt. This is 2 1/4 yards. Like a mustardy brown with green and brown on it. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. I think I should start a shelf just for plaid. What do you think? That sounds wise to me. Then I've got a bunch of this like micro suede, faux suede brown fabric. Another plaid. This was a plaid shirting on clearance from Joann. And it's nice and thin and cotton, and I thought it would make a really pretty dress. I love plaid. I always have. Here is a thinner plaid like you'd wear on a shirt. This is like thinner than that cotton. Definitely have enough to make a beautiful top out of that. Look how pretty. Yeah, I have a plaid pile going now. I have these together because I actually have a shirt I'm working on that I need to finish up, made out of this fabric. It's like a stretch fabric I started making a top out of with roses on it. And this is a good fabric to have. It's just a stretch ripple fabric so that I can make cuffs and things like that. That's a good fabric to have as well. Okay, this super cute fabric is enough to make PJs, and it's a tan fabric with rainbows. It's so soft. I think it's that Pop brand they sell at Joann. Oh my gosh, guys, do you remember this that I got at the thrift store? This is like 3.5. This is 3.5. It smells like leather. 3.5 hides of probably like goat hides, was it? It's very thin. Gonna make a cape with it. Found it at the thrift store. It's so beautiful, and it's gonna be turned into a cape for like the Ren Fair. One side is shiny and the other one is like suede, real suede. Lovely. It's really pretty lining fabric from Joann's. It was on clearance, or it was at the sale that I went to that it was going out of business. It is stretchy, and it is covered in different kinds of wildflowers, but there seems to be some dandelions on there. So weeds and things. Beautiful green tweed. I thought that would be a cute jacket. Some like 4-way stretch active wear in gray. Some tan netting. Tulle is what I'm looking for. Oh, this is all messed up. I love this. Just a really pretty print. And it's all in there. It's all woven in there. I saw that and I thought, I want a shirt made out of that right now. This is one of the best favorite fabrics that I own, and I want to use it to make my next corset for, or stays for the Ren Fair. I gasped when I thrifted this. It is like a beautiful, like brocade tapestry fabric. It's got animals on it. Lion. Where's the swan? There's some swans. It is so gorgeous, and I love it so much. That's probably one of my favorites. You know what? Even having all of this fabric, I still think about this one, so that's how I know I love it. Here is like a little bunny print cotton. I got this to use for Easter for the backdrop for my hats, and then I did not use it. So hopefully we'll come up with another plan. This is a piece of purple canvas that my friend left at my house. This is a beautiful, I think, piece of silk with pearls on it. And I looked everywhere trying to find more information about the fabric, because it definitely crinkles like real silk. The only thing that I could find was a tablecloth made out of something similar. See the shine? Shines like silk. It doesn't feel fake. I should burn it on the edge and see how it burns. See if it burns like silk. But I love the texture. You'll probably already figure this out. I like texture. I love the little pin tucks already in there. And the pearls. Oh, and this. See, I already cut it all out. I don't know what I'll use this for, but I made a pillow for my dad for Christmas this year. It was at request of my mother. This is the camping shirt that my dad wore every time we went camping growing up. He's still with us. I don't know why I'm being so sentimental, but I made him a pillow out of it because it has some holes. He couldn't wear it anymore, but I can't just throw out the rest of it, so I'm just going to keep it. Oh, this is a Care Bears quilt that I am going to eventually put together. Love it. And I'm just going to skip past this pretty piece of linen. You should always be looking in the remnants section of Joann's, because a lot of times they'll have a sale on the remnants, and there's usually linen in there if you look carefully. So yeah, I have the Care Bears quilt and the strawberry shortcake quilt. How cute is that? I usually can't say no to like a vintage cartoon print. I can't. And here's a vintage quilt print. Here's a remnant that I found of another sweater fabric that's got like a really pretty herringbone thing going on there. This is a blue piece of linen. This is another vintage quilt cotton print. Ooh, I love this one. White stripes. I want to make a shirt out of this. White stripes, but the colored stripes are just thread throughout the fabric. Oh, here's the fabric. It's this what was left of me making a Ren Fair corset, which is in my shorts if you want to look it up. I think parts of that is still up. I'm not sure. I made a corset out of this. It was really pretty. Or not a corset, sorry. People will correct me and let me know it stays. This is a big piece of green canvas. This, talk about plaid. This is a sample of fabric I found at a thrift store. I love this so much. Doesn't it look like an optical illusion? That is one of the most beautiful plaids I've seen in my life. This is a brown waffle fabric that you make like pajamas out of, and that was what I bought it for. This is a little like ditzy cotton print. Very pretty. And another stripes, but now it's on red. Thought I could make a shirt out of that too. We're getting through the pile. Okay. It's more than I thought, but we're getting through it. And look, there's still space. So that's good news. Next, I'm going to go through things in rolls. Okay. And I think I'm just going to put them on this shelf, maybe. These are some remnants. 85% viscose, 15% linen. This is 100% cotton flannel in tan. This is 100%, nope, 97% cotton, 3% spandex. Kind of like a thick canvas. I got this to line the pair of stays that I'm going to make. It's another of the fabric that you use to make cuffs, but this one's tan. Interfacing. It's like a faux suede in a red color. Orangey red. You can kind of see that green and orangey red. That kind of thing is my jam. Look at all these. They're all the same kind of thing. Cotton. And this is kind of that linen-y feel cotton. And this is the same stuff in purple. That might be good for like wearing in the summer. Okay, what is this? This is a pet blanket from the Dollar Tree, and over there, you can't see it, but I can, is a pool noodle, because my goal was to show everyone how to make a pet bed out of stuff from the Dollar Tree, and it included a pool noodle and this blanket. And it's one of the first things I ever bought supplies for, and I never made the video. So please help me out and force me to make this video. It won't take me long, so help me out and make me do it. It's not that hard of a concept, okay? Anyway, pet blanket from the Dollar Tree. These are not officially rolled, but I'm storing them rolled. So this is a piece of orange velvet. Look at how that looks in the sun. How beautiful is that? This is a different color orange velvet. I know it might look the same, but it's different. I use this to make my Ren Fair bag this year. In my pile that I have left, there are several more of these. These were a gift from a friend. They're the Crafter's Square 18 by 21 100% cotton from the Dollar Tree. And she got me a few of these because I have bunnies all over them with bow ties and glasses and stuff. And this, I was going to make my friend. I got this forever ago. I can't even remember. Now it'll help me to remember to make it. But I was going to make my friend who has chickens. If you're watching this neurodivergent, I'm not referring to you. I'm sorry. That's how long I've had this. Years. I was going to make her an egg apron, which I've never made before, but I'd like to try. So hopefully I'll remember to put that on my list of things to do. This is one of the best things in my collection. I can't wait to make a little shift dress out of this. I got it at that clearance sale, going out of business sale. It is sweet little daisy paillettes on a piece of tulle. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it shimmers. I can't remember exactly how much is there, but I think it's enough to make a shift dress. Or I thought a little like a mid-length skirt with a matching, like, I want to say crop top, but just a shorter top. I love that one. Oh, speaking of sparklies, this is a piece of tulle with little brown or gold diamantes on it and pearls. This is a remnant I got. It's a little heart print, and I used it, I think there's maybe a yard here. I used it as the backdrop for my hat drop for Valentine's Day. If you're wondering what to use for backdrops, scrap fabric can be really helpful. This is a really cool piece of denim in like a peachy brown color. Can't wait to make some shorts for summer, something like that. This is a light blue upholstery type fabric. I don't think it's linen. Doesn't say. Linen-like woven. I think it was less than $3 for the piece of fabric, so I picked it up. Here is another linen-like type of fabric. Then finally in this group is, oh, I didn't mean to open it so wide. It's a faux suede fabric. That would be good like inside of bags. A cute 60s mod. No, like a 70s like shift dress with a turtleneck underneath it would be really cute with that. Just found the rest of those dollar store bunny prints. Now, this is a project. Here's another one. Probably be finding these all day. My mother collected all of these vintage hankies for me. Some of them are so pretty. I mean, look at this one. That's embroidered on there. There are so many. And I've had them for a long time. And the reason that she sent them, I asked her to, was because I saw something on Pinterest about, well, I don't know if they made theirs out of hankies, but it was like a patchwork dress that looked like it was made out of vintage hankies. And I thought, that is something I want. So I had her send me a whole bunch of them. So that is a project I'd love for you to hold me accountable for, because that's a really cute idea. And there's so many fun colors in here. Yes, they're clean. There's so many fun colors in here. Different kinds of flowers. Like you could use one to make a pocket. Like I have so many ideas. But there's probably 20 plus hankies here. So that's another part of my fabric stash. I've just been keeping them in a box, but I'm going to put them on the pile there so I'll be able to see them better. We're getting closer to the end, so I'm like at my miscellaneous. I once bought this because it was on clearance and I just wanted it so bad. Are you a bird lover like me? Ravens, crows? I got this on clearance. I think it was at Hobby Lobby. Can you imagine? Something so dark and mysterious at a Hobby Lobby that doesn't do Halloween. How could I leave it there? Are you kidding me? Yes, it's real feathers. Yes, they are that gorgeous. No, I don't know what they're going on yet, but I thought I could do some sort of Halloween costume. Look, you could do the feathers up like, oh, so cool. I love that. I can't wait to upload this video and show everybody all of the cool things in my collection. Now that I have some better sewing equipment, I'll be able to really do some really fun projects. This I thought was really cool. I found it at the thrift store. It's a piece of fabric, and when you fold it out, it makes two dolls. Makes two 15-inch dolls. I don't know what they look like yet. I may have looked it up, so I do know what they look like, but it was a long time ago. I've seen people use stuff like this like for linings of coats, so I can't wait to open it and see how big it is so that I can use it as like a full piece of fabric and not just for a doll. Speaking of dolls, this is something I got to restuff at the thrift store once. It is a beautiful vintage Santa. I've already unstuffed him and I put him away so that I could make a video for Christmas, and I forgot. When I washed him with like OxyClean, it did take some of the color out, which makes sense, right? Because it's like a cheap piece of fabric from probably, what, the 40s or 50s? He's so cute, though. So I can't wait to give him a makeover for Christmas this coming year. More hankies. I told you they're going to be everywhere. This is kind of the section of things I bought to, like, flip into other things. I showed these not too long ago. I got these two really cute pillowcases to make summer tops out of. I like this one because it looks like it's already a little bit... This is a homemade pillowcase. You can tell from the inside, but it has already been kind of sewn together. I might be able to donate this, but I don't know if I'm ready. But this is just like scrap fabric from when I made one of my first videos here on YouTube of me making the pandemic dress out of this fabric. It's just regular quilting cotton. I made a pandemic, like the Target pandemic dress. I made that. If I don't link it here, go find it because it's one of the funniest videos I've made. Check that out. More hankies. I told you I would find them as I went. This is some quilted stuff I found to add to my sewing projects. I found this quilting square once. I think I paid 50 cents for it. Look at that. Beautiful. You could just turn that into a bag right now. Beautiful. And then this one, you may have seen me show before, is a quilted panel that I found. I thought it could go, I could make it into a bag, or it could be the back of something, like the back panel. Just beautiful print with tulips on it. And it has something on the back that says, "For Mimi, Basel, Switzerland," by Angie. And there's a last name there too, but this is all hand stitched, you can tell. So pretty. Now, I think it was meant to be a hanging because there is Velcro on the back. There's also two places for hooks, so I think it's meant to be a hanging, but I'd love to repurpose it into something that someone could wear and enjoy. Here's a recent acquisition of mine. I just got this to make some sort of dress out of. It is beautiful, guys. There's some holes and stains on it, so I'm okay with cutting it up, but look. This is a crochet thread bedspread. Look at how much work and time and love went into that. So hopefully I'll be able to make it into something I can wear. So that is something I recently got. And it was a steal. For the amount of work somebody put into this, even though there's holes in it, hundreds of hours. Hundreds of hours. I also got this recently. It's a tablecloth that I think is made out of a curtain, honestly, or a sheet. Because I found something that made it look like it was a sheet on one of the edges, but it's been cut and then hemmed into an oval. Golly, Miss Molly, I love this fabric. Yes, here's the top of the sheet. So somebody has upcycled it into a tablecloth. I'm gonna upcycle it into maybe a dress. Oh, golly, it's beautiful. So pretty. I can't wait to use it. Look at the butterflies. I love the colors. Just a beautiful piece of cotton fabric. I think it's block printed as well. Beautiful vintage fabric. Talked about doing this before. I could not believe my luck when I found this because I've been waiting to find one of these woven blankets and something that I like so I can make a coat out of it, like the ones I've seen on Instagram. I've made a few coats before. Well, I made that patchwork, the quilted coat. I didn't do the quilting, but I made that quilted coat, so I know I could handle it. But look, when I opened this up, guys, I couldn't believe it. Is it upside down? It is. Okay. I ran out of battery, sorry. As I was saying, I could not believe it when I opened this. Look! Could you not cry? Could you not die? Look at that beautiful bunny! If you're newer here, you probably don't know that. Oh, I can't think about it. I cry. Oh my gosh, I cry. You probably don't know that I used to have, I've had 3 rabbits and they've all passed and I love them. And I've loved rabbits ever since I was little. There are 4 rabbits and then on the edges, and then there's a little white picket fence motif around, and then the big rabbit on the back. So exciting. I'm gonna make something so cool out of this. I didn't want to make that with my old serger though, because I have to like restart every few seconds because it unthreads itself or gets stuck. So now that I have my new serger, it's going to be so much better, so much more fun. I'm putting away this, and I'm just reminded that if you ever want a weighted blanket, you should buy yourself one of these. This is so heavy. It's so heavy I'm having trouble folding it nicely. I think we're coming down to the end of this. I can't believe it. I think this might be my final pile, which is like a relief. Oh, there might be a few odds and ends, but I'll get to them at the end. Here is a remnant. It is, I got this at Hobby Lobby last season or so. It's the brown, like rust-colored corduroy, and I used this to make the cute little, what's the word I'm looking for? There was a cute little romper. No, romper has legs. Jumper? Overall? What's it called when a skirt has the overall thing attached to it? Jumper? You know what I mean. I love this fabric. There's a lot left, so I'm gonna try my best to fold it and keep it, I guess. This is so pretty. Oh, here's like a blue fabric scrap. I have a few of those around. This is a pink denim. So cute. I need to make something out of this. Pink denim. Are you kidding me? You can tell it's denim by the weave, FYI. There's like a square cut out of it, but that's okay. There's certainly enough to make like a skirt or a pair of shorts. This is new as well. I recently picked this up. It's like a homemade kids duvet cover for like a kid's bed. But the reason I got it is it's a bizarre squirrel print. Squirrels and trees, squirrels doing people things, mushrooms, putting the babies to bed. Look, on this side, there's snow squirrels. There's where's the squirrel that's a nurse? A squirrel that's a nurse? Very strange, right? Had to have it because my family are big squirrel fans. For Christmas, I made my mother a squirrel pillow. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Do you ever just feel like sometimes you're saving it? I felt like I was saving it for some reason. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be cute. Ooh, this is one of my favorite finds ever. So as you know, I love rabbits. I already showed you the rabbit blanket. This, when I found this, so happy. I can't wait to make like a little shirt out of it. It is all of my favorite things in a fabric. Come on now. So it's like a primitive, oh my gosh. Okay, it might not look like much back here, okay? It is a primitive like cotton print, and as you can see, it's not printed. It's the pattern is woven through. What's the pattern? Carrots, guys. It's mini carrots. It's mini carrots. Like, I'm reliving it right now. I'm jealous of myself. Tan with blue stripes, like primitive colors, and then that cute little carrot motif. Oh, I can't wait to make a shirt out of you. That's going to be such a fun project. As I said, I'm jealous of myself. What did I pay for that? Probably not more than $3, and it's like the fabric of my dreams. Thank you, thrift store. This is another thrift project. I think I showed it on a live stream. It should be an easy project to do. Now that I have everything up and organized, I can get started on it. I saw this sticking out of, I don't really look at clothes a lot at the thrift store anymore. I find it overwhelming. I saw this sticking out, like somebody had taken it out, laid it over a rack, and then walked away. And I thought, that is linen. As soon as I saw it, I knew. And it is. So this is like a tunic dress. So soft. By a company called Soft Surroundings. It's a size small, but I tried it on, it fit, so we're just gonna go with it, okay? Because I'm not normally a size small. Maybe it's meant to be oversized. It's not on me, but it's 100% linen, hand wash cold, hang to dry, maybe dry cleaned, cool iron if needed. So what I thought I would do with this is maybe crop the shirt and then turn the rest of it into a skirt and dye the skirt and turn it into two pieces. I think it would look a lot cuter and chicer in two pieces. So that is not a piece of fabric, but something fabric I bought to upcycle. And it's gonna be so cool and beautiful and so fresh and stunning for the summer. All right, I'm gonna go through and make sure I didn't miss anything. Like, I can see that I have like an old drop sheet. I don't need to show you that. Let's see if I can find anything else to show you. Obviously there's yarn to get cleaned up. I have a bunch of yarn to clean up, but that's not in the scope of this video. Got some more fabric scraps, and then my final thing that I found is a piece of faux fur. I got these to put into some crochet slippers that I made for my mom and my sister when I first started crocheting. Not as a project for the channel or anything. This is the remnant, and this was probably the last time I'll ever buy faux fur because it was everywhere. Let me put the rest of this away and we can kind of finish this up. Just as an aside, this is all the yarn that needs to go somewhere. So I have to still go through all of that. How fun. Well, actually it is fun for me, so we did it. Okay, so here's how the closet's looking. You know there's more yarn up there, right? The closet's looking really good. Obviously, as I said, I still have a bunch of yarn to go through. So that's all the fabric we put in there. And there's all these bolts that we put in there. And let me show you the other stuff. Okay, here's all the fabric. Oh, I should move this. This is that dress that I made for Pride last year. Here's all the rest of the fabric now in the hanger. And let's just appreciate this beautiful dress for a second. Look how beautiful it is. I need to do a video on this. I started filming one and then stopped. So gorgeous. All right, let me go sit down and we'll talk. Well, we got a lot done this afternoon together, so thank you for being my body double and watching me sort through all the fabric. It was a lot, but we got through it all. Is there still a bunch of yarn everywhere that I need to sort through and organize and put up, and other random miscellaneous things that need to be gone through? Yes. I've been putting off this closet project forever. If you have craft supplies, you know it's like an no, what am I trying to say? It's like a never-ending project, right? Because you're acquiring more stuff, and then where are you going to put it? I try my best to get through it as quickly as I can with the yarn. So like by selling my hats and everything, like making stuff at all times. So yeah, hopefully now I'll be able to get through more of my fabric choices. As far as my favorite fabrics, I think, gosh, okay, well the crochet bedspread, if that's considered a fabric, stunning, stunning. The rabbit blanket, the rabbit carrot fabric, the maroon ditzy flower print. I can't wait to make a dress out of that. So those are some of my favorites. I mean, oh my gosh, that jungle scene brocade is maybe one of my favorite fabrics of all time. I will have a pair of stays made out of that fabric. What was your favorite fabric that we looked at today? What project do you want me to work on next? Like if you saw something and you thought that would make a beautiful dress, tell me down in the comments. Claire, I like this fabric, make it into ... That would be really fun for me. I hope that you enjoyed. I really enjoyed sharing it with you. I love making YouTube videos. I love making stuff like this and sharing it with you guys. It makes me excited to share with you, excited to create. So I'm grateful for you and your support. If you haven't subscribed, please do so if you'd like to see me turn any of this into something beautiful. And I will see you next time. Bye, friends. Bye.